I thought I'd do Hi. I thought I'd do something a bit different today. Um, I thought I'd do a review of a game called Nancy Drew Shadow at the Water's Edge. I've just completed it for like second, third time, and so I just thought I want to put my thoughts out there and maybe recommend it. So when I first started playing, when I first discovered Nancy Drew, I played Secrets Can Kill Remastered, and when I completed the game, there was the trailer for the next game in the series. So I watched it, and the trailer was Shadow at the Water's Edge, and whew, it freaked me out totally, and I was like, I am not playing that game because I'm not very good at scary things. I don't even watch horror movies. But one day I sort of struck up the courage, got the game, and started to play it. And yeah, it is kind of scary. I thought, oh god, what's going on? But I like the music. The music was good. Some of the tracks on there are scary, which do fit in with the game. But I like the traditional things. Like when you visit the Ryokan where you're staying at. I mean, the music there is totally traditional, which I really like. And if you go out into the city, it's more sort of pop, which I kind of like as well, but it does capture the Japanese style. The characters, I quite like the characters, but the thing is with when you meet Nawako and Yumi, they're the two of the characters in the game. They're both sisters. Their accents, they were, well, Nawako you could hear, it was more Japanese, but I could hear a bit of American, especially Yumi. Yumi's accent didn't seem Japanese to me at all. The other character, Rentaro, I think he was sort of more Japanese out of all of them. And the old woman, Takai, I had a bit of a hint. It sounded, a bit of German in there, but I don't know whether that's just me or what. Of course, there's Nancy's friends, Bess and George. George is holding an expo next to where Yumi works at a bento stand, and Bess is there with her, helping her. And also this ghost hunter, or shall I say ex-ghost hunter, Savannah Woodham, where you find her book in Yumi's apartment, and you find her card with a number on it, so you give her a call, and there's Logan, the protective assistant, hanging up on you all the time. Which I kind of like Logan. He's kind of nice once you have more conversations with him. But with the game, I didn't really like when you go visit Rentaro for the first time. It gives you puzzles. It gives you renograms, Sudoku, and nonograms. Sudoku is not too bad though, because I know how to do it. But the renograms and nonograms, I didn't really get it. But I thought it was a bit of a drag. But it was part of the game, so I thought, let's have at it and do it. And then later on, when you're trying to get commands for Morocco's robotic cat, which I think is a bit creepy, not having one of them. You have to give it commands, and we had to try and find this certain command to put Suki into sleep mode. So we had to do that. We had to ask George to look into that, and she found the guy who makes the cats, but unfortunately we had to finish this massive Sudoku puzzle. It's like 5 big squares, four squares, 2 there, 2 there, 1 in the middle, and they're all like connected up. And first time I played it, I thought, what? But since Sudoku is one of the puzzles that I could actually do quite easily, so it wasn't too much of a problem. It was just a bit of a drag, you know. You had to sort of do 5 in 1, as it were. Oh, sorry, that's just my phone going off. But it's worthwhile, you know. Once you get into it, it gets a bit easier, and then you get quicker, and then you do it, and so you get a command for that. But other aspects, like when the hauntings happen, then my heart starts to beat. It's very atmospheric, and yeah, and it was kind of scary first time I played it. I was like, oh god, I don't want to play this now. Especially the mirror cutscene. I sort of wouldn't look. I'd just close my eyes and, you know, or look somewhere else until it was all over. But once I was sort of played the game like the second time and third time, it sort of, I watched it because I felt a bit braver then. Of course, to this day, when you're trapped in a room and the only way out is to do this puzzle on the door, then one of them paper doors, the circle, and you've got to match the colours to the correct spaces. Yeah, so you've got to do that, and you hear the ghost in the background and the water dripping, and then there's the creepy music on top. I still think, oh god, am I going to do this in time without a game over sequence? Which I managed to do. What I do is sort of put like the options box on, so it sort of pauses the game, and I look at the puzzle and try to figure out which colour goes where, so I have more chance of completing it for first time round. And then later on in the game, when you find 2 sets of numbers, having to do the big nonograms puzzle, or renogram, sorry, and then you find Kasumi's will, and you pick up this big knife, and then you sort of turn to look the other way, and then there it is, the ghost puppet. I thought, oh my god, that was proper scary. So hats off to the game people for that. But overall, it's a good game. A couple of things, you know, I always dread doing, but you have to do it in order to progress. But it is a good game, and if you want a good scare, then I suggest pick this one up. And also, if you're really into that scary stuff, then I recommend playing it with headphones, especially sort of headphones like these because I've just played it for the first time with these on, and I still get jumps here and there. So I recommend doing that. And I think that's it for now. So yeah, if you can play this one, it's really got some scares and all sorts, and some cool pop music when you're in the city, and a few laughs with what people say. So yeah, I do recommend picking this one up. Thanks for listening. Oh, thanks for watching. Sorry, and maybe catch you around sometime. Thanks. Bye.